to men who want to explore poly but struggle with the woman sharing their woman or have the woman having freedom.
Yeah, because I feel like men and women both having the same freedoms is can be dicey, right? So women think that they can do like non-monogamy like men, but I don't necessarily agree with that because women attach to men differently, men attach to women differently, right? She likes being flirted, right? So like, I'm cool with that. Like, you should be able to flirt with people and be okay, right? So it's like, it's like start off slow. Like let your woman kind of like, feel her way through like what her non-monogamy might look like, right? Because it doesn't have to be mean that your woman is sleeping with somebody else. It could be, she goes out on dates. We talked about her having cuddle dates, so it doesn't have to be sexual.
Yeah. Would it bother you if it was sexual though?
Would it bother me? Our rules allow that. I just tell her is like, you have to manage this right because like when we don't, then that's when the problems, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, if for example, if I brought a woman into the situation and then the woman is like mistreated her or not, then I haven't fitted the person properly and then that's not good. If she goes off of the guy and then the guy is like either like more empowering than her or he like is influencing her to break our rules, that's not good. You see what I'm saying? So she also has a responsibility to communicate with the other person. Hey, these are our guidelines. Yeah. If you can't respect that, then you gotta go.
Sometimes I'm like really encouraging him, like, go do your thing. Like, I love that he's like flirty and he's like social. Like, let's see if pop on, like, be himself.
I have some, you have some thoughts? Okay, real quick. Do we all like or agree with the video, at least? Oh, y'all don't. Y'all look like y'all don't.
In what aspect?
Okay, see, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
I
think
that most women would like. There's a lot of open relationships that are one-ended open.
Yes,
and basically because women sometimes don't need sex from someone else. Here's the problem with that logic. I think that we're just placing the idea that women are so emotional. What part of the logic? Oh, just that.
Yeah,
that we only could want a cuddle date. I can tell you right now, my man would not be up for a cuddle date at all. Because within our dynamic, it is absolutely non-emotional, right? Mm-hmm. Like we would be polyamorous if that was the case. If my man saw that video and heard about dates and cuddling, he'd be like, what? Well, this was leaning more into the poly dynamic with non-monogamy. I actually really appreciated what he said in terms of like, my partner, it doesn't have to all be about sex, right?
Right.
My partner likes to flirt. My partner could go on dates. Even offering the cuddle thing. I think there's a difference, but like there are women that have the issue with the actual fornication and maybe caring in terms of paying bills. I just heard
But also, we have to just be transparent about this too. Like, what would a man then be doing? What would his what would the advantage be for a man who is just taking someone out on dates to cuddle them? So, if you're going to date someone that's in an open relationship, generally there is a sexual exchange.
Right.
I have homeboys I can go out to eat with. What the fuck am I going on dates with nigga to cuddle for? I got a nigga at home.
Right. It's weird because for me, like my poly dynamic is like, even when I talk, like I don't have sex with everyone. I have the two that I talk to and I can still talk to other men. I don't have sex really, well, except the side nigga. But he fine. You already know. But like when I talk to other guys, sometimes it could just be like, we have things in common that we talk about. Like,
But what then makes that romantic?
Well, I mean, to me, someone caring about me is romantic at this point.
So I think it's based on how people are trying to define polyamory. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times when people are talking about what they think polyamory is, they just want open relationships and it's usually one-sided. And I just want sex.
Yeah.
They don't want the emotional management of multiple people. That's like the polyamory. And polyamory doesn't necessarily have to involve sex. It's like I'm trying to give my love, amor. It's like multiple love. So I'm trying to give my love and attention and care to multiple people. Most men don't want that. They want sex for a lot of people. I'm not saying everybody, but the men I see online who want that open relationship and their ability to sleep with multiple people, it's typically, I just want an open-ended relationship on my side.
Because I can just have sex, but she can't.
Exactly. That's
why.
He literally said in that video, like, now if she can't handle that, if he, like...
Well, no, he said that he allows it.
No, I'm talking about now.
But he kind of shifted it towards like, cuddling and
because
like
he's basically saying
like, we can define it how we want. I think
he also said women handle emotions differently.
Yeah, he had a little bit of bias. I think that he would. Yeah,
I felt that.
Yeah.
Now, whereas
but I want to ask y'all because we've had this conversation a lot on this podcast too, and a lot of people do feel like if you have sex with someone.
for women at least, it's inevitable to catch feelings. Like I
For a lot of women,
that's
absolutely.
that's what I'm saying. So when we have these conversations, I don't want to lean into all, but we do know majority of women fucking a guy a certain number of times eventually does catch feelings.
You know
for him.
what's interesting
That
too?
is the reality.
I
right?
would even argue that while having a main anchored partner, primary partner, it's almost easier to have sex with other people to me. And I have, even just thinking about Old Bay is when I really realized it. It was my first time being in an open relationship with a man where we were actively doing it. Like the first I've ever experienced. But yeah, like fucking other people while I had an emotional tie to him was almost easier to have no feelings. As opposed to when I was single, I wasn't experiencing emotional connection as frequently. So because I had a primary partner where I was like, love you, good night, then I could actually fuck niggas and not care. So I would argue at this phase of my life, all of that rhetoric is actually bullshit.
I also just think that there has to be boundaries. Like if you are allowed to be in an open relationship and you have a primary and your other partners are allowed to spend the night, massage you, y'all can go on trips. Like it's inevitable for a woman to catch feelings if a man shows up in the nature in which we want a man to show up though. So like,
but it's not sex though.
But if you're having sex and you're also able to do all those other things, yeah, I think women can catch feelings.
Oh, agreed.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you're not having sex with a man, then this is why it's okay.
That's why I think this is
But
worse.
I feel like women, even if it's not sex involved, just that bonding and those experiences is going to connect you.
Oh, if a
But then
nigga
there's
can make you
also-
laugh.
Yeah. Oh God.
And if y'all like
What's
talking
the
to
first
each
thing
other.
she said? If he's short, is he funny?
No,
Yeah,
but
listen,
that's what I'm
laughing you out your panties is a thing.
Is a thing.
That makes someone, that is a type of intimacy that's often overlooked.
Very much.
Humorous intimacy is a thing. But the thing is, speaking back on the ability for women, like that depends on, it's something called like sociosexuality, right? So their ability to disconnect emotions from sex. And so you have oftentimes men who are capable of having, I don't need emotions to even get involved with sex.
Right.
And then typically women likes to have that emotional safety, that emotional connection, all the things. So it just depends on the person when it comes to, what that looks like for them.
Now, all of these terms and words and terminology of open, poly, ethical non-monogamy is flooding our algorithm.
Absolutely.
But you focus on helping relationships build healthy monogamy.
Yeah.
What does that look like? And how do you now teach your couples or people to like not be brainwashed by all of these terms that we use? Because I feel like monogamy is not natural. I feel like it's difficult. So I'm curious how you help people stay in a healthy monogamous relationship.
And that's the thing. Social media makes everything visible. It puts thoughts in your mind. Oh, maybe we should try that. Since we can't stop cheating on each other, maybe we should just open it.
Oh my God, I hate that.
Yeah. So it depends on your motive of wanting to be in an open relationship. Because
What are good motives? And because you just mentioned, so A, what are good motives to open a relationship? But B, do you think there's ever a healthy relationship after cheating and introducing non-monogamy? Okay.